Hi, my name is Carla. I will be walking you through the speech and language impairment module. Thank you very much for volunteering. And this module, unlike some of the other modules, is not smelly and doesn't involve a lot of small pieces. So, moving on with the module. So, we're going to talk first about language impairment. So, language impairment, basically, you can explain to the kids, and there is a very helpful manual to provide you with both information about the station that you will be working on and talking points to go over with the kids as you go through the exercise with them. But basically, you can explain to the kids that a language impairment is a challenge that a kid has in or an adult or anyone in the usual life process in basically recognizing words and language in the same way as everyone else recognizes words and language, and sometimes taking longer or taking a different approach to understanding what is going on around them and having challenges in doing so as a result of their language impairment. So the speech and language impairment module involves two different parts. So the first part, you go through the language impairment, which has a card that has, you'll see, like it has both colors for the text and then text that actually spells out the different colors. So for example, right here it says brown, but it's actually in green. So as you go through the exercise with the kids, you will create some time pressure for them. You'll set them up in pairs. One will hold the card and another one will be reading as fast as they can. And you try to go through like, this is easy, you can do this, you should be going faster. Basically trying to get them to experience how challenging it can be to process both the text and the color of the text at the same time without producing errors. And at the end of that exercise, you'll just kind of talk to the kids about, how did you do? Did you feel frustrated as you went through, the card? Do you think that you could have done it faster? Could have done it slower? There's some great talking points in the packet. The other part of this module is the speech impairment module, which is if you have, some sort of impairment in your ability to make speech sounds. So, and that can arise for various different kinds of reasons, some sort of medical issue that manifests itself in a speech impairment, or some other issue that manifests itself in speech. So with this one, this is the giggly portion of the module. You set the kids up again in pairs. One will hold a tongue depressor down, and another kid will have a card that has a phrase that they would like them to say on, while they're holding down the tongue depressor. So, for example, the kid with the tongue depressor would be trying to say, "I lost my homework. I don't remember where." Like that. That's why it starts to get really giggly with the kids. When I run the exercise, I try to remind them, like, look, if this were real life, you wouldn't be, necessarily laughing at the other person if they were having a challenge in reading the card. Let's try to get through the exercise. But there will be a lot of giggles, and you just kind of have to work your way through it. And some kids don't want to use the tongue depressors because they don't like the way they feel, and so you'll just have to roll with it the best that you can and try to get them to participate the best that you can. But at the end of that exercise, oftentimes I find that this one creates a little bit more of a conversation about how to communicate with people with speech impairments in different ways, or how to listen to them a little bit more carefully if they are experiencing a speech impairment. So with that, thank you very much for volunteering, and good luck.